Welcome, 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 welcome. We are glad you guys are here. So, should be going live everywhere. I know we're about 5 minutes too late, so we apologize about that. Hey, Charles, hello, walkabout. How are you guys doing?
I just want to make sure this
Glad
is.
that you're there.
I got the audio correct.
How's everybody's weekend going?
Okay.
So far for us, so good. Everything's going pretty good. Cannot complain. So, we did get our episodes completed for the game, so it's cleared off the table back there. We're going to do another one-page rule game. Me and Keegan are, I think, as it sets now, about 1 o'clock next Saturday at his house. Not sure if we'll do a live thing or not. But we will figure that out. Let's see. Oh, cool. So it was going through anyways.
I must have it up on a different camera then.
You sure must.
I'll say it was going through.
Yeah, so anyways, Charles was late. He never noticed. Yeah, we're about 5 minutes off.
Because with what we have to do now to get it to Facebook
requires a little different. So every time I have to check the stream key over there to make sure it's working. Even if you get the persistent stream key, there's a little bit of a delay with them. So, but anyways, it's all good. It's going there. And for those of you who are listening on the podcast, generally our shows are every Sunday, like now at 4 p.m. Central. And so, okay, kind of let's get going. I bought some case there for our miniatures. In the back, we got more of those cupcake holders. They work excellent.
They do.
Holds
and
lots.
It's nice that you can
basically set mine over here then. In case some of you didn't see, so we got, because we're going to do more one-page rules, but let's see here. We'll just, man, I don't know what the hell is up with my voice. We'll just add the camera. It's going to be, oh, you have the cover cut? Yeah, there you go.
Move the coffee.
So see, they, let me do this. Hold on, Ash. So these trays, they lock on all four ends.
And I can stack Greg's on here and lock it into.
Yeah, in there, they're basically cupcake holders, but see, you can fit your miniatures in there, and the big ones we just turn sideways.
That's as big as you can get in there.
My case is full. But yeah, so see, it's the bottom's very flat. So if you want to magnetize the magnet sheets, that'd be perfect. But it's nice that you got these on each side. Oh, open mine.
No.
So, well, you can't see, but both of them are connected. Oh, geez, Ashley.
That was mine.
A little forceful. Yeah, set it down though. So, I don't know. I mean, they're $12, and so instead of spending high-end money on everything, and it comes with a free muffin tray, so, you know. Oh, Ashley, that wasn't just yours that slid. That was mine, too. I could see.
I'm fixing
Johnny,
them.
How are you?
I'm fixing them.
They didn't even hold the tank in there.
Yep.
Because, like I said, next Saturday,
but
I'll go
yeah,
there and
here's Greg's little walker right here.
Fight against Keegan there. So, if you need a nice case that latches on all four sides, just go to Wally World. You know, good old big blue store. I don't generally go there and shop.
We do with products, not food.
Yeah, when it comes to some stuff, they work really well Johnny, and you can connect them together. So you
Yeah,
can latch.
I'll say we even have them up there for our Warhammer too.
Yeah. You know, and everyone knows cases are expensive for our miniatures, but that's a $12 heavy duty solution, and you'll end up with an entire tray that fits in there for cupcakes. So I mean, last case scenario, you got a cupcake tray. So there you go. So they work out super well. We did finish that one-page rules up, and the videos are edited, and so they're scheduled to come out during the week. We did another little unboxing also, and we finished our game. So honestly, too bad Mini Warmup wasn't here because he keeps saying, "Do more, Greg." And I'm talking. So, but we did get quite a bit done for the week with what we have to do. And I did paint up some more. Well, they're called Stormtroopers. So I got 5.
That's a good fitting for them.
I got 5 more of these.
And being a Nord again.
A spotter, an observer that I was working on last week. So those are all done now too.
For them.
Pretty much.
Okay. I was just checking our Facebook one.
Just got to get 3 more guys for another artillery crew.
That's what I got to do.
Cannon now. So that's just 3 figures is all, because you can use them. And I'll tell you what, I kind of like the rules. The artillery doesn't seem to do, you don't get a lot of hits, but when you do, it does a lot of damage. So I was able to do more damage with artillery against her heavy hitters than I expected. But the drawback to the case is you can't fit the Titans in them, but that's okay. All the rest of it you can. I just have this guy I still haven't touched yet. Is this tank here? This is a bigger tank.
Yeah, we got to file them down a little bit.
I think I showed you before. So you got
the
3
super
pieces to the turret, but the hole that the turret sits in, it's got to be filed down. So I just haven't had a chance to sit and file. When I do, this thing will get painted up and used too. So anyways, hopefully the cases will work for you guys. What other glasses do I have over here? Oh, they're there. Then swap these out for my computer glasses.
I'm going to have so much fun coloring this book.
Then Star says he has a Sterilite stackable storage, use it for Zombicide and Hero Escape stuff. Cheap tube, 2 large for $10, 3 smalls for 10. Yep. And the thing I like with this is this case is much larger than it looks, and the depth is bigger.
Yeah.
But more importantly, the bottom is flat completely across. So if you want to magnetize the bottom of there and trim the magnet sheets down, you can put those in the bottom of the case. And I think most everybody knows you can get the circular pre-cut magnets to go up under your bases now. So that's a good idea too there, Johnny. I like the fact that these can be stacked and then locked together, and boom, I just pick them up and we can go. We can transport 2 at a time. And if you magnetize
I'm kind of curious if I can hook all 4 of them up.
Nothing will move if you magnetize it, but anyways, that's our thing. We got quite a bit, so you will see 2 more videos come out during the week. We put everything together into one, right? The 1-page rules.
No, it's 2.
Oh, it's 2.
It's 2. The introduction 1 and 2, and then 3 through 6.
Okay, so it's split.
Yep, 2. It wouldn't. Our thing wouldn't let us do.
Our editor. Yeah, the editor seems to have an issue if you try to put way
too much.
So,
Oh, that's right. I disconnected that.
What?
My fan is getting a little warm in here.
Yeah, Johnny, the fact that it's very flat and it's squared off inside.
It's nice.
Have a lot of room. And the connectors on all 4 edges just keeps it, and they're solid, sturdy, because no one's going to buy a cupcake holder that's holding heavy cupcakes, which is heavier than your miniatures if you filled it up. No one wants their food to pop out. So
I'd be.
You can see 2 up there on top above the Ultramarines, right there. Flag right up there. There's Warhammer in that too.
Yep, that's Greg's Space Marines and my Tyranids.
So with these, I told her, so let's just go get some more. So we picked them up the other day, and yeah, man, I'm pleased with it. I really can't say enough about how well they work. So been a very productive week. Pardon me, my voice does not want to work through today. I don't know why, but who knows? So how are you doing, Walkabout? I know you got a lot on your plate. You still just chugging along?
Oh.
Hey, Brian from Weird World War II. How are you, sir? You use plastic clothes boxes for your vehicles.
Actually, we have
Line them with bubble wrap so the stuff doesn't slide around. Hey, that's a good idea.
right there. There's a couple of them there, and there's one all the way at the other end. That's what we used to use. I went and bought just like seat cushion foam from Walmart, put the model down on it, trace it, and then cut them out. And that's how we were first doing it.
It works real good for your vehicles. So they don't
and Ledford's here too.
Slide around. Hello, Ledford. How are you, sir? On Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, however you want to do it. We just passed it along. It's not, maybe it won't work for everybody, but it works for us for what we're doing. Like I said, the big Titan models aren't going to fit in there, but that's okay. I only have one of them, and he's in trouble. If you guys watch the ones we're putting up, he have to go back to training, I guess. It's kind of embarrassing.
It was bad.
He did. I mean, it can do some damage, but it doesn't do what you think it would do with how I have it set up. So,
he said, "Not bad. Good to see you both."
I can. Well, thank you, Ledford. I'm glad to hear you're doing not bad because it's better than bad. And poor Mythos, we ordered a mug from him too, but it still ain't here. I guess it'll be
supposedly here. It says it's going to be here tomorrow, but when you click on tracking, it still shows that it's being produced.
That's because I think with spring, it shows that to us.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good idea too, Charles. Just, whatever works for you. I like these, just like I said, because it latches all the way around, and I can carry a couple at a time because they'll latch onto each other. So for us, it works. What you've done, we've done something along those lines too. Like, see the totes up there at the top, the square ones, or rectangular ones, I'm sorry. Those are like the dollar store totes for...
I think those are shoe ones, technically.
Yeah, they're whatever. They were the $1.25 ones, and they're okay, but what I hated about them is the inside was like an inch around it was flat, and the inside
bubbled,
was raised. So I didn't care for that. Now, back when we first started doing tanks,
they were good for tanks, but if you're trying to do anything else.
So looking back, actually, the other day we were looking at pictures. So that was 8 years ago that we started doing that.
Yep.
So Ashley then had foam, and for the 15 millimeter tanks, like she said, she traced them and cut it out.
I think we still have some.
We weren't using pluck foam, and then just set the tanks in there, and then she layered them, and you could have sent them anywhere in the world packed like that. Worked just fine. So whatever works is all you can do. If it works.
I think this is Jaden's case. This one's our granddaughter's, but I did the same concept.
I think they get it. But they're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
As you can tell, it is the German army.
Yeah, this is Jaden's box.
Okay. So the tanks are pink. See that little Stug up there that's blue? You know why she painted it that way? And she was little. She goes,
I forgot she did that.
Jaden's tank, she wrote on the bottom. So she painted it blue with clouds and birds. And she said so that if an airplane was flying over and it was looking down, it wouldn't see a tank. It would just see more clouds. I was like, you're smart.
But yeah, This one was McKenna's that ended up being broken.
Well, that's a good idea, Brian. Walmart's produce, he says. The cardboard veggie boxes, those are the waxed ones, right? I'm betting you. They give you as many as you want for free because all they do is crush them and throw them away. Awesome. Makes great trays for stuff.
I forgot she painted them neon.
Yeah, it's all pink. It's the only bright pink tiger tank I've ever seen. So, yeah, so the foam, Ashley would just cut it out.
Yeah, basically I would set it down, trace it, and...
Yep,
and then put another set on top of it.
No, you put that thin layer in there, that real thin foam.
Yeah, and then another one on top so it didn't fall through.
Yeah.
But yep, that's the granddaughters.
So yeah, so you can go ahead and do it however. That's some good ideas too. But anyways, that's what we did. It did cost us the $12, but like I said, I like the fact I can lock them together. And we have all sorts of storage going on. Pretty much whatever we can do to make it work. Cause can't afford them very expensive game cases all the time. I have one for my tanks.
Yeah, we each got one
for Team Yankee, but they're worth it because on 5 years now, and
it's been that long, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it has. So it's they've worked out very well. That was when Miniature Market happened to be running a sale.
Yep.
In they had the pluck foam trays. I know some of you have seen my stuff, and so those are awesome. But now they're getting to be too expensive to buy. If you need 7-8 trays in a bag and they're $10 a whack, your bag is $50 and it's not $24 anymore or $19 like we got ours for. The trays aren't $3.99 or $4. They're $8 and $10. So it makes a big difference now. Now it'd be pretty hard to do that. So there you go. That's what we got for there. But like I said, quite a bit done. Charles, your table on your game that I looked at earlier are very nice. Charles is doing a game there with humans fighting. I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Orcs,
I watched a bunch of videos today, but I think it was orcs, right, Charles? And then, but your table looked really cool with the river and the trees. I liked how you had that set up. So you guys should check that out too. World War II is doing a bunch of stuff, so check his things out. Everybody here, just check everybody else's stuff. That's what you do. Johnny, I know you were busy. Walkabout's pretty busy too, so that is kind of where we're at for right now. And like I said, there'll be 3 videos this week that are already done, and they'll be coming out. So it's the 1-page rules is 2, and then a little unboxing of a very small game is the 3rd one, which is a solo game that I found that I think would be interesting. It's the 2nd solo game. I've never done anything with solo games, and then when I seen Trench Knife, I thought that was just an amazing looking little game, and you guys already know, you've heard me rant about it, so it's very fun to play. And so this other one we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But it's got quite a bit. What are you doing over there? Miniature Market?
None.
Ashley?
What? I get paid shortly.
Yeah. There's things about bills. So all I did was say Miniature Market, and there's Ashley over at the website already. So that's how it goes. But I don't know, man. So what are you guys up to? Brian from Weird World War II, doing any more printing or anything these days? I know Walkabout's just busy. Oh, it's goblins and barbarians.
Goblins, that's what it was.
But you had them in the bowl there. Oh, hey, May Wormwood, how are you doing, sir?
Mutt.
Oh, hey, I don't know, whatever time it is there.
I think he's 2 hours behind us. Or is he just an hour behind us?
I hate the time change stuff along with tens of millions of people. I wish I could get rid of it. Honestly, it's annoying. So yeah, I guess it would be then for you.
It's whatever 4 o'clock Central is. He's Eastern. Western.
Yay, everybody's saying hi to each other. That's cool. I like that about everybody that shows up. Very good. How's and all you people out there on Facebook, how are you guys doing? So very nice to see you there too. Very good, very good. Alrighty, there we go. Sorry, I'll go over and check on that one. I was waiting for Mythos to hop on here, just because it's not Western, it's Arizona time. But in Arizona, don't they film all the Westerns out there? So I actually, our new employee that we have, that they hired for me last week that started, that I've been trying to train, he moved out here from Arizona, and he's been out there a long time. And said he hated the heat. He hated he couldn't do anything during the summer because it's just too hot. It's okay if you're going to be in the house or something, but he likes doing outdoor stuff. Well, I said, well, you'll be able to camp and fish and do whatever outdoor stuff you want here all summer long. I mean, you're going to have 100-degree days, but it ain't going to be every day. So he purposely moved there, Mini Warmutt. Hint, hint.
I don't understand why anyone would move there. It's too freaking hot.
Well, because desert's a nice place to live too. It is just.
There is a desert and there is hot. When you can cook an egg on the concrete, it is too hot.
Yeah. Arizona time. Well, Arizona doesn't follow.
Oh, Arizona's mountain time.
It doesn't follow the.
Yeah, it doesn't follow the same change.
Which is nice. Oh, I can shut this other camera off. Yeah.
Why? It's just staring at.
Oh, yeah, I'm staring at both of the groups. Okay.
I would. We don't have to keep turning it on and off.
Did you see the message in the chat? If you want to, tentatively on the 30th. Oh, hold on a second. Brian from World War II says he has a weird World War II spin. The Vietnamese have supernatural stuff to assist the French and are deploying one of their super soldiers to the region. Well, there you go, Brian, because you can make it up however you want, the way you game. So that's an interesting twist. But you have actually talked to people who forgot that there was a Vietnam War and forgot that there was a Korean War and think the World War II is in 1970. But that's a story for a different day, I guess. But there you go. There's a twist. And the other Brian, Mini Warmutt. So if you want to do something on the 30th, then we can do it. We kind of just figured out that if you want to do it at game time, we'll just do it. It'll broadcast to your channel too, and then we'll just do some Zombicide, man, and chit chat with everybody as we're doing it. That would be fun. And then Keegan's on call, so that means he may or may not.
We'll just have to take over as guy.
Yeah, one of us can just take over as guy if he has to leave for a call or whatnot. So it'll be all right. So if you want to do it on the 30th, that sounds like a plan, man. So stay tuned, everybody. We might be gaming with Mini Warmutt there on the 30th. Exactly, Charles. Cooking eggs on the sidewalk will save you gas and electric. That means money. That's more money for minutes.
Now with how much eggs go up.
Yeah. It's 1930 and hey, mutiny. Fighting the French in Indochina.
Interesting.
That would be an interesting take there, sir. Yes, Johnny, Zombicide. So we might be doing a live Zombicide with Mini Warmutt here on Sunday the 30th. So on our show, that's what we're working at. Because he can broadcast it to his channel too. So we're trying to figure that out. And that would just be fun, to be honest with you. So we haven't had a chance to do it in quite some time. So That is weird why your first message didn't go through, but it's YouTube, man. Some of the stuff, I don't know. You can reword things and then it goes through sometimes. Because really, on my side, I don't have the filter set too terribly high. You can add
It's just
certain curse
much.
words that obviously we wouldn't want certain things to pop up in the chat that are super offensive, but it's just a couple of them. You got your copy of Dust? This comic they came out with last year with minis. Oh, World War II is zombies and they have zombicide cards? Okay. We're going to have to check that out if you post some of that. Have you posted that up then, Johnny, or no? If you do, we'll check that out too.
It's called Dust.
Yeah, there's a couple other, I noticed, World War II zombie games out there besides that one that I had seen. I thought that's a pretty interesting take.
There's a video game.
Game Steward has a sale of the second edition comic sets. Yeah, Game Steward, you can find some really good deals there too sometimes, man. Another one's Game Nerd. You wouldn't think so, but every once in a while, boom, they got stuff and they're not. And you're like, wow, that's stuff I play, but it doesn't fit with everything they do. Oh, no, he hasn't posted. Okay, Johnny, so if you do, then we'll know, because that would be interesting. But yeah, Mini Warmut, I stumbled across quite a few different World War II zombie type games. So they bought Dust. So are you talking weird World War II? It's Dust Tactics, right? As I know you guys like that. Okay.
What is the game just called Dust?
Looks more suited to modern audiences. Well, probably Weird World War II. They're probably, trying to make it appeal to today's audience on a lot of stuff. Oops, hold on. A lot of it is. Mini Warmut says, Greg, get Zombicide Dark Side now. It's only $50.
No, we already have too many.
I'll have to check and see. That's a good price.
Is that game just called Dust?
It's by Command, so you'd have to put in there.
I'm at the Game Steward.
So put in there. You're a Game Steward, so search how they were talking about it. You're gonna want Dust comic book extras from CMON. Come on, comic extras.
Right there.
Yeah, that's it right there. Volume 2. That's the London Falling Plus promo. So there's your miniatures. You push Control Alt Delete at the same time on accident. You can't click OK.
Nope.
You're shutting your computer down.
But I didn't. That's the weird thing. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, well.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, nice, Mini Warmut. I won't take any extra cards and stuff. That's cool. She found it there. Dust Tactics, Dust Warfare. And Brian says that the new company is not plugging in at all. There's an abomination in there, and it's just one, and it's a German officer. Oh, that would be interesting. You think they're trying to inflate the the IP address or the name, like the domain name, maybe sell it off. There you go, Johnny. Mini Warmutt say get those game tiles printed and he'll buy them. So there you go. You got a customer right there. The game tiles are a nice thing to have too. That's interesting. But Zombicide is kind of just steadily expanding, I've noticed, across the internet with people talking about it. Well, there are many warm up. Johnny has a point. Got to be. See, and sometimes as a print on demand, I don't know. Maybe if you have the STL files, you could think about Johnny maybe selling the STL files with a, like with a caveat in there that they cannot print any for resale, just personal use. You need some ideas for new tiles to make. You release a pack a month on your Patreon. Many more months like print. Pack a month on your Patreon.
No, mute.
Oh, you don't have STL files for them? Okay. Well, if you can convert them to STL files, a lot of your filament printers got a big enough base to print tiles out.
It's the only one they have.
Weird World War II says Zombicide mechanics are like Monopoly. They reskin it with a different look. It's the same flavor.
Concept.
Yeah, it's basically the same game overall, just different eras and some slightly different things. But if you like Zombicide, then it kind of spices it up. Camp Crystal Lake. There you go. That'd be a good idea, man. And then you just have to look about getting a mass produced, or, I mean, if you're producing them by hand, you'd have to figure out how long it takes you. You know what I mean? Cost wise, money wise, and then do it on order. So if you were someone would have to pay you, then you would produce it, and that's what I would try to do if that's what you're going to make it by hand. That way you're never going to have a ton, but you have to let people know it's going to take you time to make it too. Hello, Tillamookis. He says, "Greetings, savages." Woo, we're savages here. That's right, man. We might fight over donuts or coffee cake or something like that, or tacos.
Speak for yourself.
But yeah, there you go. Mini Warmutt.
Skulls in here too.
Skull, that is a very good point. There's a reason they make different flavors of ice cream, because you are reskinning the same product. Very good. I mean, if you like a game, then you like the game. I see what Weird World War II is saying, but Zombicide, I'll be honest with you, is just more fun than Monopoly. I get bored with Monopoly. But, different types of abominations, different characteristics, and like the dogs, when Brian from Mini Warmutt first introduced those, that was a whole new threat to the game, because they move so many spaces. They'll move 3 zones, and they can just overtake you. So when things like that are added, or like on our Zombicide, you've got the aliens and the spores and things that can shoot things that get you many zones away. Makes you rethink how you're going to play the game. Yep, that's true. World War II. I mean, if you like it, great. If not, then yep, you're out of luck. That's an idea there, Charles. He says make tiles centered on cathedral like the Notre Dame. Each there could be on a different level. World War II battleground tiles. I mean, you can kind of go on and on and on there, John. You can make tiles under anything for. Yep, and we're in World War II says lots to choose from in gaming. There is today. We've all discussed that. Simply far more than we've ever had the ability to come across. It's just too much. It's hard to not want to buy too, when you know you can barely get through the stuff you got. But then there's so many new cool things that are coming out that, or different ways to do stuff. Like for instance, Zombicide, I think it'd be fun to have the table with all the printed walls and printed terrain on the board, just to give it more of a 3D look. I think it was you, Mini Wormup, that sent me that a while back. That one guy that had the table, just he had printed everything, and it looked pretty cool. You have a set of tile that works for Nakatomi Tower from Die Hard. That'd be cool. See, there you go. Because one thing you want to do in Zombicide is die hard. You don't want to die easy, right? You don't want to. You kind of be like Ashley, running around, and poor Brian was like, "Come on, just quit." Ashley tried leading him like she did in Call of Duty. She would have been good if it wasn't for the dogs. But the dogs can overtake you.
Screw the damn dogs.
You can only get so far so fast. So, anyways, yeah. See, Zombicide is pretty popular, pretty fun. The one-page rules, I noticed they're really catching on pretty much everywhere, pretty fast. So it's interesting. I'm really happy with the detail and clarity on those miniatures. And our cheesy little printer is doing just fine, so it's going to last us for a little while now that we've kind of sort of got it figured out. The prints come out super nice. Like I said earlier, I've seen there's quite a few more people that have joined on my thing than what was there. Probably next Saturday, where me and Keegan are going to duke it out with the one-page rules. If Ashley has to work, otherwise I kind of like watching those two fight. They get snippy, and they just tend to go at it, So, but otherwise, if she's working, it'll be me against him. You're getting some minis ready for 1490 Doom. So, like, from Doom the game, or from, I don't know what 1490 Doom is, I guess. Oh, British Legion, he loves the game. Very good. Nick's a good guy. Oh, you already got the PDF rules for it? Okay. Very good. We're starting to get the one-page rules down much better. They updated a few things, So, okay. Mini Warmer says, Ashley, search 1490 Doom. You will love it. Okay, she's going to look right now. 1490 Doom. Something games, that buyer's game. Oof. Looks pretty dark, man. Intense tactical gameplay on 2x2 foot round board. Warrior classes and Oh wow, that's a cool little battlefield right there.
It's medieval kind of.
That looks pretty cool, Mini Warmup. Yeah, she found it. That looks good. Skull should be about the Spanish Inquisition. Sounds like it could be. Now you got Ashley going in all sorts of circles there. See what I mean? There's just a ton. There's just a ton of stuff out there, as we all know. Um, if you come through this way, Brian, on your way back from the move, let us know. We'll drive out of our way to meet you. We'll find a way. Just don't be embarrassed if we dress all funny, holding up signs that we're looking for you like we're tourists or something.
Mutt, 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 mutt.
So in this game, May Wormut says the winner doesn't actually win because it's a game of who will be the last one to die from the creeping death. So your only win is just eking it out for a little bit more life, and then either way you lose. Keegan says an A10 Warthog has entered the chat. Any Russian T80s to chew up?
Yeah, okay.
Somebody Warm says you only need 6 or 8 to play. That's so. Then on the, she's off the page, but it showed like part of a castle on one of the play boards. So I don't know yet. So I mean, I didn't look at the website long enough. So I'm just wondering, Mini Warm, do you buy those? Are those like buildable sets or something you can paint that come with it, or is that things you can print to make your own? Because it looked really nice. So Keegan, we're talking about a game called 1490 Doom. 1490 Doom, and it's interesting. But you can't really win in that game, which is another interesting aspect. So, multiple different things. Just looking the last week here or there, as I've had a few moments, there's just a lot going on. I'm like, man, it'd be nice to just sit back and just have your days to ding around a game. It'd be kind of cool. Video Warmup says 1490 Doom, the game of throwing your family and friends or friends and family members from crumbling ruins into the deathly fog as an alternate medieval timeline is one of the best ways you can spend your time. Sounds like fun. It might be good to just get Keegan and Ashley and get them going on a game and do it like a pay-per-view, because those two, they'd be ornery. They were throwing each other's figures into a fog. Yeah, Keegan, it does sound like it would deal with that. That's an interesting concept. Somebody had a good mind to think that up. So there we go. Sorry about that for a second. Anyways, you guys, we will try to do that game if you're up to it. That mini warm up and see if we can gather more people and have it. Just have some fun, you know, and take it and run with it. That's all we can do. And there we go. I think I'm caught up on the chat. So Keegan here, he's been busy printing some game carrying cases and totes for his miniatures, and he wants to get together with me and kind of show them off. So one of these times here, we're gonna figure out a time where he can maybe do a short video, right, Keegan, of your carrying cases. He's been printing them out. They work very well. They're unique kind of storage that you can just print if you have a resin printer or a filament printer. His is filament too. Oh, thank you, Minnie Wormut. I will look for that, sir. Did you send it to email or how did you send that? I still have yet to get from last year. I bought that Arena of Death from Wiley's Games. I still have yet to get a game in because I keep forgetting. I mean, it's a gladiator style game, and like I said before, we kind of wanted to get. Actually, what I did was to get the Scooby Doo gang fighting each other. Like Velma and Daphne fight each other to the death for Fred. But we got to get that like a Coliseum or something, which actually Minnie Wormut was kind enough to send a link to, but we just haven't. I keep forgetting to pick it up because I've been caught up in this one-page rules thing, trying to get all that taken care of too. So yes, Minnie Wormut, eventually we'll have to get that. It's already taken too long because you sent that to me last year. So yep, time going too fast, man. Oh, you sent it to Facebook? Thank you. I will most definitely get that printed out. And Scrappy Doo, you know what, Telemachus? That would be cool. But who do you think Scrappy should fight? Scooby or Shaggy, or should they fight over Scooby snacks? So Scrappy was an ornery little guy. He wasn't the same as the rest of the characters. Plus, I think the one movie didn't he undermine them in one of the recent movies?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Velma, there we go. Scrappy and Velma. Nets and swords. We'll see how that works. Are you getting next Saturday's table set up? We could try live streaming it if you guys are interested. You think Scrappy should fight Freddy and Freddy should eliminate him? Yeah, most people didn't care for Scrappy, Hey, British Legion, how are you doing? Good evening, Nick. I know it's late where you're at. So thank you for joining us, sir. We're talking about the Scooby-Doo gang fighting in an arena of death against each other. Like, Telemachus has some good ideas on that, too. But I think Velma and Daphne can fight for Fred. I think those two there's been a long time coming where those two just want to kind of go after each other. So I think that'd be good, too. So, yeah, it's a little bit off the rocker there, British Legion. We were started out with what we did with one-page rules, and what you'll see this week, sir, we got 2 short videos on that because we did a game where, you just have to watch it, see how it comes out. And I got an unboxing coming out, so there'll be 3 videos this week. So see Minnie Warm-Up, we are picking up the pace. And we played games, and we got miniatures painted. So last week was good, and the week before, and then this last week's been good. Telemachus. There you go. Oh, it's all right, Nick. If you have, you know what? We know you got busy. That's all good. So you're a good guy. So no worries, man. Stuff comes up. Everybody has things to do. Some of the channels I really like to try to catch. Some of them I just can't because of work. I end up rewatching them later. But there's just some things I'd like to do with people when they're live, Yeah, I heard you like that that 1490 Doom, huh? So Mini Warmut's trying to get us to try it, which at some point we'll cave in and do it. Just trying to finish up what we have, what we got going there. But it's an interesting concept. Just a little bit I've read about it there, British Legion. So I'm not an expert on that one, but I just seen the webpage for a minute or two there. We'll actually have that after Mini Warmut told us about it. So that'd be quite interesting. Matter of fact, I think Weird World War II, you'd probably like that because that would, to me, is kind of weird. You know what I mean? That would be in a slightly different, whole different, well, not slightly, probably a whole different than what you're used to doing. The rest of the gamers, I mean, you might like that then. Keegan thinks Scrappy should eliminate Freddy. Does Freddy annoy you then, Keegan? Yeah. Everybody's got their favorite member of the Scooby-Doo gang, I guess. And I guess we're interesting that way. So I think we still have to do that. It's just a matter of, I want to get an arena to do it, I guess, to do it, quote, proper. It would just seem a little better. Yeah, you've been selling us on that, Mini Warmut. That is for sure. I don't know. It's an interesting concept. I think it'll be a pretty interesting game too. Let's see. Yeah, Shaggy was the one who always caught up and stuff, right? Keegan. Freddie was just a football guy. I'm thinking of getting Perry Miniatures War of the Roses minis to make for $14.92. If you think they'll fit, I mean, there you go. Perry Miniatures makes really nice miniatures, anyways. So if nothing else, you'd have nice miniatures. You wouldn't have to worry about it. Well, yeah, you gotta do a sci-fi version of that. Or would it be you, right? That's me. I tried to do my own little thing, and it's taken a year, and I still haven't been able to get it done. There you go. Telemachus has an idea for you, Mini Warmut. In the distant future. 2490. See, Mini Warmut, that'd be kind of right up your alley then. I mean, why not? The whole purpose is to have fun. So go do it. Set up a table and have some fun with it. But like I said, I had asked earlier, Mini Warmut, do they make those, the stuff you see there, the terrain? Is that something you buy from them, or is it something that we would make? Because I like the rounded board idea. You know, that's an interesting concept to it. What you looking at over there, Ash?
I am building you a data sheet of all basically the special rules and all that.
Oh, for one-page rules?
Yep. So that way you're not flipping back and forth between pages.
Well, yeah.
So
it's because I don't have cards for them.
Mm-hmm. I can make you cards.
I think I might just make cards with the basic stuff on it. You know what I mean? That's what we're we could try that. Try to make some cards for the one-page rules, and see how that helps. The gameplay is good. Just I'm flipping back and forth through pages because I don't remember every single aspect of it. However, I was smart and kept all my leaders that lead the group. I equipped them. Literally, they in close quarters. They either have a battle axe or a sword, um, and then their sidearm. I just made each one a plasma sidearm so that I didn't have to try to figure it out. Keegan says one-page rules makes a card print function. Oh, cool. Where do you find that at? He says that. You hear what I said, Ash?
No.
One-page rules makes a card print out for your stuff.
Sure.
We'll have to find it then and make use of that option because I'm more like data cards to look at. I prefer that over flipping back and forth through pages. Which, like any other game, after a while, you're not going to need to flip back and forth. Oh, okay. So when you print your army, I have to go back and look because all I do is put the sheets out. Maybe you didn't see it there, so I have to double check. But if that's the case, that'd be even easier. But for me, I'm just pretty much keeping infantry mostly the same. You can vary two things, two people out of your squad. So, you can make a medic or flamethrower, or they can have a different higher functioning firearm type of thing. But the medic did help. I can't complain about the medic. It gives you a chance to get rid of, a wound against you. But I'll have to look and see. I have to look and see on that. Is there anything you'd like to bring up?
No.
What you were doing? Nothing? Oh, jeez. All right.
Well, I'm trying to get this done too for you.
Yeah, you don't have to do it right now, Ashley. It's fine. It kind of is what it is. But it's fun. So me and Keegan will be doing that. And I got my army boxed up, Keegan, as you can see on the table, ready to go. So we'll have some fun next Saturday. We have to see what May Warmuth does with this 1490 Doom because that's interesting. So Nick, sir, I know it's late where you're at, but if you wanted to share anything about what you're doing, that would be cool too. I'd ask May Warmuth, but I have to make sure that
it's appropriate.
I was just gonna ask him, yeah. And when Keegan, when you're done making or you've got enough of your your miniature holders, then we should do a video. I think you got close enough anyways now to show people the concept, but we could do something on that too. So it's kind of a little difficult to explain, but it's a modular thing, which works pretty good. Then I've been kind of digging through a little bit of World War One. What you been up to? British Legion responds with Doom. So you're really liking that then, huh? So then did the train, can you order that train, British? Or is it just something that you have to make? Sounds like you're caught up in it, so pretty good. So if it's fun though, Pardon me. Johnny says he hated Doom. That's where his motion sickness come from. Does anybody remember Duke Nukem?
Oh God.
That was just an insane, over the top first person shooter. That was fun. I had fun with that. Keegan says he needs to find the circular magnetic sheets. I will send you the link because I already found it. Oh, so British, as though you're building it. I'd say it showed a picture of a castle. Something was pretty nice. It's interesting how the video game Doom has evolved, though. Oh, you can't do a first-person shooter unless you take pills. I understand that. Sometimes it'll answer like in tabletop miniature games. Yeah, I really enjoy the tabletop world. Like I said before, I've done the video gaming thing for since Pong, you know, and I made sure I've always had one of the systems. I mean, I had Atari, which I still have, the 2600 and all the games. And for a while, I had the ColecoVision, I had the Nintendo, the original Nintendo, and Sega Genesis, and Atari Jaguar, and PlayStation 1 I had. And then it was, once I got on Xbox, I kind of stayed with that because all the people I was gaming with, and still have a pretty big list of people, are mostly on Xbox. So that's kind of it. But I don't do it all the time now. I use the Xbox app on the computer, and I can game with some people occasionally. Dark Age Doom is coming soon. Oh boy! So this thing must have taken off quite a bit then. But that's cool. I mean, it sounds, like I said, very, very interesting.
I mean, what is everyone playing anymore nowadays?
What is what?
What are people playing? I mean, a lot of them are probably still playing miniatures.
So Ashley was curious what you all are playing. I believe Johnny is still doing BattleTech. British said Doom. Nate Wormont said Doom.
Well, no one cares about Brian.
So yeah, let us know what you enjoy. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna switch over to Ashley. I'm gonna go grab something to drink real quick. Some more coffee.
Me too. Me too. Me too. Gimme.
You have the wrong camera set up. Okay. You want some coffee?
Yes, please.
So you take over, Ash.
I take over?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
I'm wondering if I can screw with this. Let's see. I'll move him around. This one? Yeah. That way now it's fixed. Alrighty. So, but yeah. What is everyone doing? Versions from home. Oh, sorry, you are doing the one-page rules, aren't you, Brian? Frostgrave? Okay. You make it sound like, you've been doing it all year long. I mean, technically, I guess. But this year has only been 3 months. 3.5 months. See if these me and Keegan was doing Sea of Thieves for a while, and say we went even to the point of hi British. We went and bought a squirrel ship. It had a squirrel. I mean, everything was all squirrel. That was basically when we first started doing Gamers with Coffee. So yeah, we've been playing. Let's see. This year we've done Trench Knife, one-page rules. I think me and Keegan did a. So I don't know. I haven't tried it since last time me and you played it, Keegan. Trying to think of. We've done. I believe me and Keegan did a kill team with Warhammer. We've done. Greg and Keegan did tanks or Team Yankee. I believe I did a Team Yankee with Keegan. So we haven't done Aliens or Zombicide this year. We've done Zvezda, one-page rules. I think there's another game that we've played that we just got. Aces in Armor, that's what it was. And I believe we did a Wings of Glory as well. Bloodborne. Is that a video game? Because I think I've heard of that one. I'll say that's where you basically have to go and collect the blood samples, right? And you're going through like town and all that. And it's got those weird, not like zombie creatures, but I guess kind of like that. They're giant creatures, if I remember correctly. I played that for a little bit. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game. Nope, I'm thinking of a different game. Oh, I'm thinking of Blood Code. That's what I'm thinking of, is Blood Code. I'll have to look into this game. It's now back up on that one. I got it fixed. Oh, Jesse! Come on.
Oh, Jesse wants to get in.
Lay down.
You have just your baby Groots here?
My baby Groots!
All right. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Video games. Sea of Thieves. And King said he hasn't played it in years, which is the truth because I haven't played.
Funny because you guys used to.
We used to play a lot
all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, Lovecraft style horror. What game were you? Oh, Bloodborne. Okay.
Bloodborne. I was thinking it was one that I played, but it's not. It's Blood Code is what I played.
Vinny Wormont says he's going to be doing Zombicide, 1490 Doom, and Frostgrave. Those are some good choices there. And then maybe Charles is playing a little bit of everything. Napoleon's Counter-Strike. That's the Dragon Rampart rules, right? With your goblins and evil humans. You got too many 15 millimeter to take care of. Aren't those a fun size though, man? They kind of are to me. Everybody's got their favorites. I mean, 28 millimeter is easier to paint, but I like the 15 millimeter stuff.
15's okay. I don't like it in the regular models are fine. I don't like 15 millimeter figures or the little men. It's too small. Like all the little soldiers and all that. I think that's why I didn't keep painting mine. That's why they're half done. Because they're just too tiny.
Yeah, but you like to do detailed stuff on all the other ones.
Yep, too small. I did that with Keegan's and...
You got that deer looking nice. Isn't that for Crystal?
Yeah, it's for Crystal. It's not completely done yet.
It's looking pretty good, though. Show it off.
No, because then it won't be a surprise because Keegan will show Crystal.
Oh.
That's the point of it to being surprised.
Yeah, Charles, you're putting out quite a bit there. And Johnny says he still has to paint a 6 millimeter stuff.
Yeah, see, I painted a couple 6 millimeter tanks, but that's it. I don't know about, I can't do.
Oh, Reese is there, huh? Hello, Reese. Yeah, Charles, the weather out his way was pretty. Boy, have you guys, speaking of that, I mean, just looking at some of the new stuff, especially if you use TikTok where people are uploading from their phones, there's some pretty horrific things have been happening, man. Just in the last 2 days, we were very fortunate here that we were getting ready for the storm Friday night.
And we didn't get nothing. We got a little bit of rain.
We got a little bit. Well, we got some gusty winds up to about 50 miles an hour locally. But we didn't get any of the terrible stuff. Those 100-mile-an-hour storms and Oklahoma where it's blowing, you watching trucks blowing over and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we didn't get that. Not this time. Thank God. I don't know if I can deal with another.
Yeah, Battletech is 6 millimeter. You're right. Well, I think a 6 millimeter though, Johnny, it's more like, I tend to get it with 6 millimeter like this. Now the troops.
That's a grain of rice.
I don't know if I want to paint. But again, as I've said 100 billion times, I'm just trying to get some 6 millimeter trim, which slowly we're printing off some as we can find it. I want to get enough to do just a proper game, as you'd say. Keegan says he can't show her. She's heading up north to drop off Ryan. He's still on standby, so he's grounded to the local area. Oh yeah, you're on standby. That's right. Anyway, she printed out a thing for Crystal and is getting it painted up and based and all that. But yeah, some of the weather, I don't know, man. We're very, very fortunate where we're at. Hey, this little coffee warmer you picked up for me, Keegan, still works pretty good. Works better with the enamel cup, but it works still working pretty good.
Well, the enamel's metal.
I know.
So it's gonna be, oh no, Battletech in 6mm? Nope.
No, it is 6mm.
Oh no, screw that.
Well, that is. This is 6mm. It's scaled to 6mm. That's how big he is in a 6mm world.
Oh, screw that. I ain't painting no miniature or mini
But
minis.
look, when you put them up by the 6mm tanks, Atlas is what I'm showing her. Right? See, it's proportionate.
Well, that's why I didn't paint the tanks.
Yeah, it does. For $5, it works. The only thing I don't like is it takes a while to like shut itself off, so you can really burn your finger.
Oh, like you accidentally turned it on when your phone was on it?
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah, he accidentally hit the button and it turned the
I didn't realize I did it. I set it down all the way to the miniatures because you guys have seen it's over here, Keegan. So I set it down on top of it. I thought it was off, but you know it's touch sensitive. So I turned it on. I went to pick my phone up. It was hot. I was like, "Geez."
Yeah, you're lucky.
Lucky I didn't. Yeah, the Battletech tanks are pretty easy to paint. I painted the ones I have. I still need to use them.
I thought we used them. Oh no, we didn't. We just did.
No, we've been doing but I haven't used any tanks or anything yet. Which we added because we've been doing the scenarios.
Yeah.
So that's also another thing. I've had a few people ask me about that. I got to do some more. Yeah, lucky my phone didn't with the lithium battery in there. Absolutely.
Wow.
Johnny says this weather was nasty. Several down trees, lots of lightning. Yeah, get on and look at like some of the states. The amount of hail coming down, and then watch one compilation of everything that happened in all these countries just on the 13th, just 3 days ago, and then the 14th. You're like, there's stuff going on everywhere, and it can be bad. You like combined arms for BattleTech? So I want to incorporate, like I said, the tanks into the Alpha Strike because I got they got the card for each, so that'll be fun. And you have to set up for our game Saturday. Keegan says we'll be raiding his dwarf mining encampment. Okay. It's a raid. I guess we'll do that. So if we're raiding it then, do we have to knock first and then break down the gates, or do we just come on in? It'll be fun either way. So we raid it, but you have to come with an objective then, Keegan. I guess what the other people would be looking for. It's a mining encampment, so it must have mined something valuable or dangerous.
Lithium. I don't know.
Yeah, perhaps. The Human Defense Force funds raiding a camp to make sure that their cell phones continue to function. Minnie Wormont says, what? So Saturday, me and Keegan are going to go to his house and play a game. Just barge in. There we go. We could probably do that. We'll just have to figure out exactly what we're going for, though, just to make the storyline interesting. But the one-page rules are pretty easy, Keegan. You'll find it. You just have to remember what some of your abilities do. But that will be a fun. There we go. March 30th, Zombicide live play, 4 p.m. Central. We shall do that. Any more money? We shall do that. Yay! Finally, some Zombicide. Just make sure I don't put my phone on the coffee warmer, and we'll play. Yes, I remember that, Keegan. That's what I'm saying. So we can do some one-page rules, but the following week is after that would be when we do the Zombicide. So that will work. I think that'll, like I said before, it's going to be fun. I enjoy Zombicide anyways. Should just do a regular get-together every year and make sure we play it anyways.
Reese said the storm hit when he was moving cattle horseback.
Yep.
Luckily, we only got a dust storm, hail, wind, and lightning. No tornadoes.
So, Reese, then what'd you do? If you're out in the open, how'd you take cover? Because I heard running under a tree during lightning is probably not the safest thing. Some of the stuff was so severe, though, in some of these places. I don't know. It was really interesting to watch. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that one. So and then Keegan, I'll kind of leave it up to you, depending on how or what you got going on at the house. Might be able to just do a little mid-afternoon live game, like we used to do from the coffee shop, but do it from your house there, or we'll figure that out. So you guys, I can't say either way, but maybe we can do that. Oh Lord, are you still working on that over there?
There's a lot of them that you have.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna check into the card thing now. Doing that.
Well, this is just the special rules.
Okay. Special rules.
So all the
I
special.
don't play by no stinking special rules. I just go in there. Half the time I forget what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, oh man, I could have been doing this on that last turn or the turn before. Oh, I just did it all without forgetting I could do da. But either way, sometimes it doesn't really make much difference. A lot simply just depends on how you're going to roll. But well, that's cool. That Aces and Armor game we played, guys. I don't know, man. That's pretty interesting. It looks different, but it's kind of cool to track your damage that way and your experience. Pretty neat. Ooh, Star Quest. An intergalactic search for the coffee shop. That's what we could do. Because somewhere, like I said before, in the future, there's only Warren Coffee, right? I made a little goofy intro about that. Every once in a while, I put that on my stuff. Hey, British. Nick, thank you for stopping by, sir. Have a good evening. Take care. And we'll catch up with you as soon as you are able to, sir. Have a good night. I'm very, very grateful for all of you coming by, so thank you. Sleep. The only problem with that is it takes away from what you have to do.
All right. So you'll need to print this. This is just
I'll
for you.
I'll print it after the show.
Oh, do.
Yippers. Oh, well, what else, you guys? I know.
I'll say tomorrow. I'll just make food tomorrow for everyone.
Huh?
Oh, that way Keegan and Crystal can figure out dinner for the kids. I'll just do dinner tomorrow.
Oh, enchiladas?
Yeah, I'll make enchiladas tomorrow.
Enchiladas are good. Homemade enchiladas are good. We're just going to have to borrow Keegan's oven because ours is done.
Yep.
That's the one thing that sucks, man. Oh yeah, just
Let's see. Bree said we just keep moving until we get the herd to the pen. Couldn't stop.
Yep.
Screw that.
Well, you can't let them go. Well, that's adventurous then, Reese. Very adventurous.
Yeah, no. That too much.
And Reese, you've been still adding to your 54 millimeter collection there.
I thought he was going to.
Well, yeah, he's doing a little bit of others.
Oh shit! It is. It is St. Patty's Day.
It is St. Patty's Day.
And
well,
who said you have to have corned beef and cabbage on St. Patty's Day? Come on. I'll just dye it green.
No, that would take away from. Well, so I'm good. Yeah, I did buy some corned beef today. But
Yeah,
man,
just
they're getting expensive, man. It's just
we found a
ridiculous.
small one. See, I
Oh,
just
cool.
posted on the
Johnny
Facebook.
said he posted
Okay.
it on the Facebook, the dust. So you guys can watch it there in our group then. Thank you, Johnny. We'll be checking that out tonight.
Telemachus playing Space Dump.
You're going to play Space Dump. Our Intrepid heroes combing the galaxy's trash dumps for alien technology. They fight the Denzians of the dumps and gain experience. That would be...
Oh, Katie's in.
That sounds hella cool. Nice. Yeah, tomorrow is St. Patty's Day. Katie, I did buy a corned beef, but
It's tiny.
usually I make corned beef and cabbage with the potatoes. But I like corned beef anyways. Cabbage I'll eat when I cook it with it because, well, it tastes like the corned beef.
Nice, Johnny.
Well, you're already said if your hair is still green then, right? So I guess we could do, I don't know. We'll figure it out. The roast or the corned beef was on sale today, the day before, so that's why I went to the store. Because it used to be a poor person's meal. My God, man.
Shit.
Corned beef is like everything else. Just the last several years, everything's gone up to the point where it's like it used to be. Oh, you have one? Yeah, I just need potatoes and cabbage is on sale. The only reason I didn't buy a cabbage,
I don't eat it.
Just me. Ashley won't eat it, but I will.
I'll eat it raw. I don't eat it cooked. It's nasty. It's squishy. I don't know how you can eat it.
Not the way I cook it. It's not.
But it's squishy.
No, but it's just too heavy. Like literally, the heads of cabbage were so heavy they felt like bowling balls, and you're just gonna pay through the roof. It should be nice and light and fluffy. So, I think all the good ones were picked through. The corned beef, if you just throw it in a crock pot, it comes out really, really good at the end of the day.
I mean, I can go start it now.
What? Enchiladas?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want.
Yeah, I
But
can
your
go do that.
hamburger's still frozen.
It shouldn't be.
I just checked.
Okay.
I just checked when I was out there.
It's okay. I can do it. Still frozen.
Okay.
You can talk to Brian. Just remember, I can still hear you.
Oh, I'll be good then.
Poison your food only. No, I'm joking.
You got carrots and potatoes? I
Jesse,
got
come on.
potatoes. Yeah,
Come
we
here.
can throw them together if you want.
You coming?
Don't matter to me. I just love the taste of it. I didn't even think about it being a holidays. I kind of just, few minor years of my life, I worked, never really paid attention to all that stuff. But I do know you get better deals the day before because it's just gonna go back up 2 more days. See, Brian, there you go. We almost cooked enchiladas. But we'll just make enchiladas tonight, even though it's a little bit late. Which is fine with me. I haven't had any in a long time. But I like Telemachus's space stuff. That's kind of cool. You gotta have some imagination, man. You do. Let's see here. Yeah, Ashley's gonna go up to cook, so I can hold that camera on. Otherwise, I got those little groups sitting there staring at me in the corner. Not sure what to do with that. All right, there. You're having tacos tomorrow? Yeah, why not? See, I don't eat it just because, like I said, it's a holiday. I just like it in general. Generally, it's cheaper this time of year to buy it than it is other times of the year. But yeah, it's kind of like turkey. I don't eat turkey just for Thanksgiving. I like turkey. I'll eat that on sandwiches. I like turkey with mashed potatoes and gravy just because, you know. But we could go on and on about food, huh, Brian? So at least I'll get my corned beef. That makes sense. Corned beef tacos. I think you could do that. Corned beef tacos. You just to me you'd have to do it with the soft corn tortillas. So I originally grew up in California, so a lot of people eat hard shell or flour, for their tacos. I like the corn tortillas. That's what I mostly grew up eating. So corned beef tacos with cabbage. No, I think I would redo something different with the corned beef and the tortilla. But I mean, hey, one of the better breakfasts I ever used to get was from the lunch truck. Was literally 2 eggs, hash browns, beans, and carne asada with the corn tortillas. And it was a truck that come by the plant I used to work at. They would just look at me kind of funny because I mean, I was probably one of the only 2 or 3 people in the whole plant that weren't Hispanic. And so they just kind of looked at me funny that's what I was eating. And I loved it, man. Throw some hot sauce and pico on there. And I couldn't wait for that truck to come by every morning. It was pretty cool. I'm a corny beef. Come on, Keegan. You have a beef with me? It would be funny. Oh yeah, I agree with you. We're World War II. I don't wait just for, you know, holidays to have things I like. I just take advantage of the sales around. It's like turkeys. I mean, the day before they're generally the cheapest you're gonna get it, kind of a thing. Uh, so that's the one thing I always loved about this holiday coming up was just the fact that corned beef I could get. Sometimes, I just get several of them and throw a couple in the freezer. I mean, gotta save money when you're in the hobby, right, you guys? Because otherwise, what else will I spend my money on? I have never seen a sad person eating tacos either, Keegan. Uh, I showed my granddaughter the raining taco song. She just thought that was the coolest thing. It's raining tacos. And I was like, could you imagine being outside and you look up and bonk, here comes a taco and it bounces off your head? And she just thought that was hysterical. So now, see, when I think of tacos, I think of the raining tacos song. Hey, babe, you're cooking. Do you mean to say I would or I'm wide? Thanks a lot. I've been trying to lose weight. You just said I'm wide. Jeez. Oh yeah, World War II. You're right. I mean, you will save like these one-page rules. I mean, granted, yeah, I paid for the Patreon there for like 2 months, and then you get access to all this stuff. But the amount of money I saved just doing it at home is incredibly, uh, it's incredible. I mean, a $15 bottle of resin will print you an army, literally, unless they're big and massive. So you know what I mean. It's just cost effective. I can spend my money on you. I already do that. Didn't I just buy you food yesterday? No. Anyways, uh, yeah, I don't think we're gonna do the corned beef tacos though anymore. I think you could make a wrap out of corned beef though, because corned beef is good. So I could try to figure out something different for sure. And you can't go wrong with some of this stuff. So why not, right? It's kind of like I like iced coffee. So uh, I've been saving money by just getting the cold brew that you put in the fridge and let it overnight, and then boom. The next day, let it steep overnight. Next day, add some milk, add some cream that I got at home, and make my own iced coffees now more than half the time. And it has actually saved me money. So it's worth it. Keegan, she's gonna cook up the hamburgers and or not the hamburger itself and get all that stuff ready, get it set in the pans. She'll have to go over to your house to use the oven because our oven doesn't work. Manny Warmut says he can't eat red meat anymore. That's okay. Tomorrow is a holiday. Just dye the meat green. And you're not eating red meat. More like green eggs and ham kind of thing. Right? Just dye it. A little bit of food coloring. And you're good to go. But if Katie's listening, she knows I would tell you to watch your food coloring. That's very good, Minnie Warmut. I don't know how. I mean, most people eating meats and proteins and chicken generally lose weight. I think that is cool, but I don't understand why you can't eat meat to lose weight. Generally, people eat meat losing weight because protein. However, if it works for you, that's a nice weight loss band. Keep going. Keegan says if you could plant a Red Bull tree, you could save money. Oh, yeah, you could. Ozempic is magic, huh? Well, that's good. Hey, if it helps you lose the weight and you're not, growing a third arm or have some weirdo side effect, that's cool. That's a big drop on your A1C numbers, man. I don't know if that's a diet. It's not a diet. Isn't that a pharmaceutical, Ozempic? But if it's helping you, hey, there you go. I tried all that stuff. The way I've lost weight over the last several years is simply one, don't eat as much and try to eat between noon and 7 because naturally that's just when your body. I did a lot of research, so I'm not just pulling it out there. But that's when your body processes everything better. Anyways, you got to remember, if you look back in history, people didn't have no 3 meals a day. They weren't getting up making breakfast and having lunch and having dinner and having desserts. That's all current stuff. That would always talk thousands of years ago about fasting. Well, now people are doing that again because it works. It's because we don't need to eat the amount of food that we do, and that causes its own problem. So far it's worked for me, and I still got more weight to lose. But really, I like chicken. Is good sometimes. There's been times I've had like a chicken breast and maybe a scoop of cottage cheese or something. It just depends. Now tonight I'm going to eat heavy food. Obviously, enchiladas is heavy, uh, cheesy, greasy, and all that stuff. But you know, that's pretty cool, Bay Warmut. At least it's working for you. So maybe, what can I say? Stick with what works. Everybody's different. Uh, for me, not having lots of money, it helps because I don't tend to eat out as much. Although it's interesting with just me and Ashley, if you go spend you can go spend $10 or $12 at the store. But literally, sometimes there's specials where you'll get like a large pizza out here for $10. You don't got to go to the store, make nothing or whatever, and so you can sometimes eat just as cheap, if not cheaper, if you watch what's coming on. Yeah, enough of that. Because now I'm hungry, man. I will say one thing: when you're gaming, I don't think about food. Now, I want my coffee when I'm gaming or something to drink, but I don't think about trying to eat in the middle of a game. But yeehaw, man! I mean, do what works for you guys. I think we're just doing what we can. So, Johnny, before you go, and you're gonna do this thing at that con, you got a booth there. I hope it really goes well for you, advertising wise. But kind of maybe take some pictures and share it if you'd like. Of course, we wish you success on that, man. So hopefully it goes over very well for you. But get going. Have a good night. Thanks for coming by. And Mini Warmer says, print those tiles. If he had the money, he would do that, sir. And money, it comes down to money. What game was it that you're talking about? You and Ashley played 2 years ago. Well, hopefully he does good there at that con. So cons are fun to go to, and that's the other thing. It's getting to be coming up that time of the year. They're going to start popping up. Longest running board game convention in Rochester, New York. Hey, that's one that's been passed down from one generation to the next. So you're going to have customers and stuff. Like I said, if nothing else, it'll get your name out there. That's why we were talking an episode or two back about getting up the farmers market. It's not about really making money. It's more like just advertising, getting your name out there, and kind of introducing people to gaming. Oh, Warhammer 2,000 points. Yeah, it's been a bit since you guys did that. But I've got my Victor Warsuit now, so I'm up for some more Warhammer too. Well, anyways, you guys, it's people got to get going. I understand that. We had a lot of fun talking. I didn't realize it was almost 6 o'clock my time. So you guys have fun. Thank you for coming up. Like I say, it truly is very, very nice to end the week and start the week like this, because it's nice just to do this before I got to go to work. Look for our 3 videos, that are coming out throughout the week. One of them's a little unboxing on a solo game, which is pretty interesting. And check out our coffee shop, man. We'd appreciate it. Hey, Mythos, we're just getting ready to end the show. Your cup is supposed to be here tomorrow, so that's why we don't have it. But tomorrow it says the mug we ordered will be here, so we'll show that off. So yeah, we will keep it weird, Brian. I mean, we are. I don't want to be normal. Normal's not us. So thank you, guys. Good luck, Mythos, man. Yep, you have a great week too, and we're gonna show off your mug when we get it. Like I said, should be here tomorrow, sir. But we're gonna let you go so I can get some enchiladas. And
bye, guys.
We will see you guys later.